This video is a template for figuring out how much to charge. How valuable is that? We're gonna look at the 4 steps and questions to ask yourself to get you to know what your pricing should be. Are you ready? I am. Let's go. First question, how many projects do you want to work on a year? Let me know in the comments also. I want to know. I want to track with you on these answers. Think about the lifestyle you want. For example, maybe you're a mom and you want to prioritize mommy. Then you only want to work on a few amount of projects a year. Maybe your goal is to have a 50-person firm on the penthouse floor of a high-rise building one day. Then you might want to work on more projects at a time. Maybe right now you're a sole proprietorship, meaning it's you by yourself and you only have the capacity to work on so many. Maybe you have a team of 5 and you want to work on more. There's many different ways and things to think about when you decide how many projects you want to work on a year. But you got to be clear on what that number is. The second question to ask yourself is, how much money do you want to make a year? This is definitely going to come down to what are your existing bills, and we need to cover that. And then, do you want to go on 1 vacation a year or 3 vacations a year, or you need a new car, or you want a new computer, and build in these financial things into how much money you need to make a year and how much money do you want to make a year. The third thing to do is a little bit of math, but take the amount of money you want to make per year and divide that into the amount of projects you want to work on a year. So if you want to work on 1 project a year and you want to make $100,000, that 1 project needs to bring in $100,000 of income. If you want to make $100,000 and you want to work on 10 projects a year, let me get my calculator. You do the math, but you get what I mean. The point is, bueno, you get it. The fourth thing to do is to understand the scope of work you want per project. So if you want to do 1 project a year, is it a whole entire home? Or do you want to work on 1 project a year that's 1 living room and you like to work on 1 room at a time? In our office, our ideal scope of work is to do an entire home. There's a designer in my program right now, Mary, that I love so much, and her desired scope of work is to do primary bedrooms because she's an expert in sleep. So if you understand the scope of work you want to work in per project and you understand the fees you want to bring in per project, then the fees and scope go together to make your ideal pricing. You're welcome. Here's a piece of information I think you'll find really helpful. People on average spend about 10% of their home value on furnishings. People can expect to spend 10% of their furnishings on design fees. So I want you to reverse engineer this now. What are your design fees? Add 10% to know about what the client's budget should be. Add 10% to know what the client's home value probably is. That's gonna tell you what target audience you're going after. So what's good about that is that that can help you target, be more poignant with your marketing and your outreaching efforts. Because if the 10 to 10 to 10 rule is in play, when you're in the sales meeting, it will be a very easy yes and a very graceful yes and a more common yes. Because if you're too high for their budget, it's going to be more friction to the yes. If you're too low for the budget, it's also going to be a little bit of a, I'm not sure I trust this person kind of a thing. Really pricing that sweet spot in that way is a really important pathway to an easy yes. I have created a program that is workshop style, wherein you can join us in that workshop and create a pricing, standardized, structured pricing for yourself. Come on over to biographicaldesign.com to learn more about it. Hey, have you liked and subscribed yet? I can't tell. Let me see. Well, if you haven't, please do. What I'm asking you to do here is to create a business by design. Don't feel like you're a victim to circumstance of all the things that happen to you in this business. You have the capacity and the capability and the permission to create what you want. But that happens only when you do it with intention. Get ahead of it and plan and steer your ship in the direction you want. And you have my full permission to dream really big. Here's the thing about it all though. None of this is in play unless you are able to generate leads into your business. And the amount of leads that come into your business is a really good indicator of the health of a company. So if you want to learn and get into how to generate leads for your business, go check out the video that I made about generating leads.